Chapter 3. The Brain's Final Illusion. Reprogramming the Death Signal. The brain is the architect of reality. It is the seat of thought, emotion, memory, and identity. But it is also the birthplace of illusion. Of all the myths ever whispered into human consciousness, none is more dangerous than this: that death is final, irreversible, and absolute. This myth was not born in the heart. It was not born in the soul. It was born in the brain, and it can be unmade there too. In this chapter, we turn inward, not into the cells or the breath, but into the neural code that determines how we live, age, and ultimately, die. Because the brain, for all its power, doesn't know the difference between reality and belief. And that changes everything. The brain: generator, receiver, or prisoner? For centuries, science viewed the brain as the sole generator of consciousness. All thoughts, awareness, and memories were assumed to arise from electrical and chemical signals, like a biological computer. But this view is now being challenged on multiple fronts. Near-death experiences where patients with flatlined brains report vivid awareness. Quantum cognition models suggesting the brain is a receiver of information, not its source. Neuroscience of belief, which shows how thoughts can override physical pain, cure disease, or destroy health. In ancient traditions, the brain was never seen as the creator of soul, but as its translator, a bridge, a portal, a tool. This means, if the brain can be reprogrammed, the experience of life and death can be redesigned. Neuroplasticity: the brain can change itself. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to rewire itself based on experiences, thoughts, emotions, and environments. This rewiring is happening every second. Every time you learn something new. Every time you feel joy or fear. Every time you repeat a thought or belief. The brain strengthens the pathways it uses most. It is always learning what you tell it is true. So if you tell the brain, "I am aging, I am tired, I am dying," it will optimize for decay. "I am youthful, evolving, limitless." It will rewire for longevity. This is not positive thinking. It's neural engineering. What you believe about life and death becomes the operating system for your entire body. The default mode network, the inner narrator. Inside your brain is a system called the default mode network, DMN. It is active when you're thinking about yourself, your past, your future, or your identity. It is the home of the inner narrator, the voice that tells you who you are. But here's the catch. The DMN is also responsible for maintaining your illusion of